I like to sing, dance, pretend, and I like to have fun.
Someone was suspected of being responsible, but it was all hushed up.
All right, you're here on Grand Theft Audio. As always, we appreciate you flipping through all that other nonsense. I think I saw some Hindu movie, some fishing expeditions. I'm not sure what that was, but I appreciate you guys getting through it and making it here for another week on Grand Theft Audio. I'm Jake Belcher, and
I'm Brent Bowman.
Yeah, so Brant this week is off camera. Okay, so he kind of came off camera the last episode before when we were on the green screen studio. But you may notice this is real life, man. Look at that stuff on the wall. Like, you know what this is? This is advertisements for other fine programming here on Zena.tv. This is for a show called Backbone, which is on 2 hours before us here live on Wednesdays at 4:20. So they kick off Wednesdays at 4:20 every week, and what they do is they get high and they tell you other great ways of getting high. So I put up their things behind to tell you about their show, and I'm going to go on their show. They just invited me to now be on their show. So here's another fine program that you're going to find me here on Zena.tv.
The name.
They'll stand the test of time.
The name that will stand the test of time.
Zena.tv will stand the test of time. What else do we have going on here? You see, I got some garbage nonsense. I've got the Powered Geek box down here. Powered Geek box.
Always loving it.
Sure. It's the big rival to Loot Crate. This is their March box. I just got it before I came down here. So
do you happen to know the theme?
I don't.
No.
Man.
Okay, so it'll be a total surprise today.
Sure. Loot Crate does do a good job of advertising like a month in advance. Next month is Harry Potter. Next month is classic horror, whatever it is. Powered Geek Box kind of makes you kind of figure it out as you open it. You're like, oh, here's a donkey, and here's like a miscast vote, and here's sadness. Oh, this is like a Democrat box. Okay, wait, never mind. Okay, this is also a WrestleCrate.com. You know I love my wrestling. I love wrestling, and as you guys, the long-time viewers know, we have documented this company's collapse as their founders had some bad shit happen in their life, and we've gotten the "oh shit went bad" box, like email saying that things will get better in the future, guys. Like, we know it's garbage right now. Like, please stick with us. Literally, I got another one of them from them today. I thought this was the apology box. I think they're apologizing for the apology box, and they're saying that next month things will be better again. So, WrestleCrate.com. We're going to see what's going on in there.
I'm looking forward to it.
Sure. Also, it's a couple other things. This is my shirt. This is the 100th edition of the show that I direct on Tuesday nights, Ultimate Jam Night, live from the Whiskey. This week was incredible. You can go to Zena.tv right now and go to the Ultimate Jam page and watch the show. All sorts of rock stars coming out and doing all sorts of great stuff.
And that shirt is especially collector's edition because it is a limited release for sure. It was you had to be there, and you had either be working the show, or you were lucky enough to get one of the freebies they were throwing out. But this is the ultimate limited edition because it is the sleeveless version.
Sure. I was the only dude with the sleeveless version. A lot of chicks by the end of the night.
A lot of chicks had
cut their shirts up by the end of the
night. They slutted up
those
shirts real nice.
Real fast.
Real quick.
Shockingly quick. I don't know how they do it so fast. Do they just come to the club with scissors ready to cut their stuff up? Because
they probably carry them in their purse. That's why they have those giant bags.
Ready, man. Like they had a plan to make it cut up and titty-rific.
Yeah.
I'm not titty-rificking it because I'm a gentleman. But I do cut the sleeves off because...
he hates him some sleeves.
Yeah, man. I'm saying, fuck you, sleeves. I'm trying to turn them inside. Yeah, fuck you, sleeves. It's also... I also have this on. This is my cape. So I got this cape this week because I went to Magic Mountain and for my birthday.
It looks like a giant fucking bib.
Oh, yeah.
You got that at the Rib House, right? The Riddler's Rib House?
Try to guess how full I could get. Yeah, I mean, this is you could eat anything in this. But I also wanted to wear it because now we're not on the green screen. And
Right.
so it made me think, bring my favorite bandana back. Even though this bandana, not all that green, it still would disappear in the green
It was
screen.
green enough.
Damn it, man. So things are getting back to better. We can have green on and have things not disappear, so that gets my favorite bandana back in. It's my birthday week, so that means Brant said, hey, what did you say?
What did I say? I said that, well, a couple weeks ago, I said, or on the air, that I'd already gotten your birthday present.
I remember that.
And then last week I said, I think we're going to do this as one of the box openings. So we'll get to that. Do you want to do that now?
Let's just open this.
Okay, let me get you the birthday
Let's just
present.
open that box, and then we'll save these boxes to do with our guest, because we have a fun guest in tonight. He is an actor, and he was sent our way by Carl. And Carl, hey, yeah, that's Brant.
Yeah, that's me. Happy birthday, Jay.
Yes, that's the same guy. So in case, I should have you come on every week and hold up a newspaper that you actually are still alive or something.
I should probably also remember to take the microphone with me because I probably wasn't picked up at all.
Oh, do you want to go back and do it again?
No, I'm good. Let's
The audience probably recognizes
it. Dude, this thing has been sitting in my bedroom for a couple of months because I saw it and I was like, oh my God, this is gonna go.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna open it now, man. Because
go for it. That's what it's there for.
After my birthday, and so I did have a nice birthday.
Yes, you threw it.
Oh, dope.
You and your wife hosted a wonderful barbecue for your birthday.
All right. So we just addressed on here how much I love wrestling.
Right.
And you just got me the Heenan family.
The Hall of Fame series. All four of those gentlemen are members of the Hall of Fame.
Sure. Andre is the original Hall of Fame member.
Absolutely.
And he deservedly so. There's a big story out this week about how they're doing a documentary on HBO about him. So he's going to become even more famous than he was before. Then the guy on this side is Big John Studd, Mr. Perfect.
Who was Andre's real life best friend. They traveled together. It's one of my favorite stories talking about those guys talking about each other. But go ahead.
And then maybe the greatest manager of all time, Bobby Heenan.
Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Who you guys, I'd like to cut some of these things together. When I got that Bobby the Brain Heenan autograph on the air from one of these boxes.
That's right.
I was so excited. So I love this also.
Dude, I also just love the fact that he's in the white tuxedo in this one.
Sure.
It is
WrestleMania worthy.
All of these guys are just awesome looking, but I think Heenan is definitely my favorite. He's got that white tux that he wore when he was managing these guys. Is that a word? Did I say that?
Managing?
Right?
Yeah, sure. Trying to lead them to championships. Trying to finally take down Hulkamania.
That's right. That's what they were after.
He never was successful, though. That's the one thing that eluded the Brain during his career, was actually taking down Hulkamania. Okay, we're going to save a little bit of time in our next segment, so we'll go ourselves to a break now. And we're going to come back on the other side with a showman, an actor, somebody who I think you guys are going to enjoy meeting. So we'll be back on this side with Finley and enjoy this commercial break. We're probably going to learn some garbage and some nonsense. Look, here's what you're going to learn. You're going to learn that there's other programming here on Zena.tv. So tune in and watch some of those things, like Backbone, and we're going to switch out that other one for a Suicide Girls show, because they're on right after us. So we want to be able to promote their show also. So Suicide Girls, Backbone, Encounters. There's all sorts of stuff. Just go to Zena.tv and watch those other shows, and tell them that we sent you. It'd be nice. Also Jim.
Crazy woman in the night she came, took my seed from my shaking face, found the high, yeah, a brand new place.
start. Hi, I'm Moxie.
And I'm Nicole, and we're the ladies of Suicide Girls Radio, the world's leading BYOB radio show. Pour a glass of your favorite tipple and tune in on Wednesday nights between 8 and 9 p.m. as we discuss life, liberty, and the pursuit of free nipples. I'd just flash it would be kind of funny, wouldn't it? People think flashing your tits is easy, right? And it's actually kind of hard.
Finley Polynice. Finley Polynice.
Coming back. 3, 2, 1.
Boy, I don't know, man. I'm freaking out. Like, you see there's some lipstick on, like, the mic cover? Oh, man. I think that probably is that, man. Okay, so don't... Yeah, I wouldn't rub your face on it.
No, I don't. Yeah, you don't have to get that close to it. No. We host a drag show here as well.
No. I think, okay, so here's what happened. Okay, before we get too deep, hey, this is Jake Belcher. We're back here on Zena.tv on Grand Theft Audio. This is, that guy. No. Okay, you're supposed to say, I'm Brent Thoman.
Oh, I'm Brent Thoman. I'm sorry. I'm too busy trying to direct the camera in the right direction.
He's Brent Thoman.
I'm Brent Thoman.
But I do have someone else in the studio with me right now. Finley Polynice.
Yes.
All right.
What's up, guys? What's up?
How are you doing?
Great. Happy to be here.
You're a comedian, actor. You just is there any entertainment thing that someone could say, hey, would you do that? And then you would not do it?
I'm sure there's got to be something, but I can sing
because I understand you've just finished a run as the genie. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
You have to sing to do that.
Yeah. I was the genie in the musical Aladdin, Disney's Aladdin, the dual language edition. So I had to learn some Spanish.
Interesting.
So we did some. So it was like a Spanish-English.
How would
version.
they choose like which line went out in English and which line went out in Spanish?
Was
it just kind of which one sounded like, better?
I guess. I mean, I wasn't there when they wrote the script,
yeah.
but it was kind of like there were just some lines that they would repeat in, like they'd say it in English and then they'd say it in Spanish also.
Is there any line that worked particularly better in Spanish as the genie?
I'm trying to think. I don't.
What a weird question, right?
Well, yeah. Is perhaps the translation more amusing? Do you get different laughs from the crowds when you have the multi-language jokes?
Yeah, you do. And there's some things that I guess would work better in one language than the other. But I'm trying to think what off the top of my head could I think of? I don't know. Like there was I mean, instead of saying like be quiet, like I had to say like ya cállate or whatever, like it just, I guess it gets has a funnier sound to it than
that must be nicer than I thought. Okay, so shut up. So I learned cállate because my one of my neighbors would yell that at her dogs, like a Spanish lady. So I figured it had to mean shut up,
Yeah.
So I guess that makes sense.
Instead of saying 3 wishes, I said tres deseos. It sounds better than wishes.
Deseos. Okay, so yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's a fun run. What got you involved as a theater acting person?
I just always love to perform. I've just always been into it. I don't know. That's one of the things. It's kind of embarrassing to say that like, I enjoy musicals, but like I do.
Musicals are awesome. Brant and I started our first musical together in 1990. We probably did 20 of them together over.
What was this musical?
Well, we've done different ones. Music Man, Fiddler on the Roof.
Probably most prominently was South Pacific.
Lots of different shows, man.
Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Favorite role?
I did really enjoy playing the genie because he's just such a wild character. He gets to kind of just play around on stage, which was a lot of fun.
I don't want to put you on the spot. Have you done a lot of like stage shows before then? Like
Yeah, I've done a
musicals
good
before
amount.
then?
I've done a good
Yeah.
amount. Yeah, I was in The Wiz.
Oh,
I've been I was in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Great show.
So been in a few musicals and then some just straight plays that didn't have any music. But it's just it's just fun. It's just fun.
Being on stage with the live audience reacting to something. Okay, stand up is somewhat close, but like it's more ready to fall off the cliff. Like in theater, like you know when things are coming.
Yeah.
But still, like when you make that come out, that is an incredible feeling.
Yeah. I think there. Yeah, you can find some a relationship between the two because they're both you're performing live in front of an audience, but I feel like comedy, stand-up comedy is scarier. Scarier, and I feel like there's more at stake because it's your own material as opposed to if they didn't laugh at
It's the writer's fault.
Yeah, it's like, hey, that wasn't my joke.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
so
Right. You're pretty scot-free in that
yeah,
situation.
exactly.
They're writing me the check, but when it's your own words, it's
Yeah, then it
completely
hurts
different.
if they don't laugh. You're like,
Sure.
man, I got to go back to the to the drawing board, figure this out.
So, what would be like your ideal role or a thing to do? Like, when you go to bed at night and you dream about the ideal, this is how I'm gonna shine it. Like, how do you see it, man?
Oh man, how do I see it? Like I grew up loving sitcoms. I really enjoyed sitcoms. I don't know. I mean, if we're trying to like marry like the sitcom to a musical, I guess the closest thing would be Glee or something like that.
Sure.
But I don't really see myself as like a Glee kind of
But you
character.
would like
Not
to
that I
have-
would be opposed to like if Glee came back and like, hey, you know what, you'd be perfect to play.
But having a musical element in it would
I would
round
not be opposed to it.
Sure.
But it's not like it's a necessity. It's not like, listen, I can't be a part of this project if
Unless we
if
get
I
songs,
can't
sure.
if I can't show my musical talents.
Sure.
No.
Yeah, you got to have a wide range.
Yeah.
Sure. That sounds like it's pretty fun, man. I like
Yeah,
the
it
idea of
is.
people being able to go different directions. We had some guests on here who were like, no, I'm a serious actor. You try to like mess with them, like that's all they're like
Oh no,
good
no.
at doing.
Yeah, I just like to have fun, man. This is fun and just performing in any capacity I enjoy. I really do.
Well, I appreciate you coming in here. Before we move on to some of these boxes, which I hope I'm going to get you to stick around for, and we can kind of see what's in some of these.
Yeah, I'm
things.
curious.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
sure. I'd like to know, like, how can people find you?
Oh, well, you can find me on social media at Finley is Funny, on Instagram, on Facebook, Twitter, all the same handle, at Finley is Funny.
All right.
Hashtag bald, bearded, and black.
You are all those things.
I am all three of those things.
Sure. So are you kind of locked into the beard then now?
No, I'm not 100%. I mean, I personally am attached to it, but
I think that you should get bald, unbearded, and black.
just in
That's
case.
right, man.
You know what? That's a
'Cause,
good
like,
idea.
20 years from now, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna go on the clean shaven tour.
That's true. That's true. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm sure there's nobody who has that, and I hope guys, anybody who's watching, don't go and steal
Have
that
some
now.
morals, people.
Come
Like,
on.
Yeah, that's
Come
fair.
on.
And honestly, like we're documenting right now. It is March 15th at
Yes.
6:15.
It's 6:21 exactly.
6:21. So like, unless you have proof that you did it before this second, right now.
During our next break, I'm gonna go on and
Yeah, see you in court. But before we go on break, we're gonna open up some of these boxes.
yeah.
Okay, so since you're the guest, I'm gonna say which box do you think we should open
Oh.
first? The Powered Geek box, which we don't really know how it's themed, or the Wrestle Crate, which we definitely know is wrestling themed, and that they have to kind of make up for a lackluster history.
Yeah, well, I think both are exciting, and I'm really curious about both.
Yeah.
But because I know it's your birthday
Yes.
week, and we just Brant gave you a great gift that already had a wrestling component to.
Sure.
I mean the whole thing. I mean they're wrestlers, Hall of Fame wrestlers, the Heenan family. I think we should open the other one.
All right, Powered Geek box.
Just to switch it up a little bit.
Then we'll save the wrestling for last, because
Yes.
we know we love this. And this
And,
could be
and it is the apology. So
Sure.
it could be the big makeup one. So that could be
We're
the bigger gifted
It
one this
could.
time.
It
So
could.
I agree. I think the Power Geek Box is the way to go.
Power Geek
So let's see
Box.
what they got
Let's
this
do
time,
it.
guys.
I like the carton or whatever
Yeah, it's
the.
nice. It has symbols for different
Is that Pac-Man?
geeky things. Yeah, it has a there's a Pac-Man on here. There's also a Wolverine, a Death Star,
And a
I
Batman?
think this is Batman. Yeah. Mario. That makes sense. And Iron Man.
You know what I thought this was? I thought this was like the Napster symbol. Do you guys remember?
You know, yeah.
I thought that was it. I was like, why is the Napster symbol on there?
Why
but,
would they have that on here?
but yeah, that's
Let's see
what I
we got
thought.
on here. We've
All
got
right.
a little pin mate, the Flash wooden figure. Okay. Do you know who the Flash is? Like
Of course,
DC
yeah,
character?
of course.
That's kind of neat.
The Flash.
It's like a wooden Duplo or something.
So is this how we're doing? Because I wasn't
Yeah.
sure. So you're not
pull
allowed
out.
to open the whole box because then it
we
would
kinda
give
start-
away
Yeah, what it
the.
is, you know.
Oh, so you're
It's
taking
a
them out one by
different
one.
surprise every
Yeah.
time.
Gotcha.
so-
A game called Doctor Who Top Trumps. No one wants anything with the word Trumps on it.
Boo!
yeah,
Get this
like-
out of here.
They probably.
Top trumps.
God.
It's war with a twist of trivia.
Do you know
Doctor
anything
Who.
about?
I don't know anything about
Doctor
Doctor Who.
Who.
I mean, I know the show exists, but I never watched it.
Sure.
Never. This was
Another Doctor Who thing called a 500-year diary. I don't know. I guess it's probably just blank pages to write down your angst in.
okay.
I don't know what blank
500-year diary. Okay,
Yeah,
I
that
guess
seems like some horse shit, man.
you've got to live that long to be able to.
Oh, there's a big package.
A Doctor Strange lunchbox.
I'm sorry, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I think so.
that is neat, man. I guess. I didn't see it. Did you see Doctor Strange? In the
I
movie?
have not, but I've heard great things about
Oh,
it.
it's visually stunning. It's actually a movie I wish I had gone and seen in 3D.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, I could see how they had really done it in a way to really like pop, but not in the way that kind of like rubs it in your face kind of shit, where you don't have things flying straight at you like a like a ball on a spring or stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, on a
yeah.
string. It's like what the hell's going on with that? But there was such amazing movement in the backgrounds and stuff that very well done. I really enjoyed it.
We got a little flash pin. It's tiny. I don't think we have a
Flash
macro
pen.
camera. Yeah, a little lapel flash pin.
Oh, this is cool. Lightning bolt.
Topps Alien Attacks trading card set from Doctor Who. This is just a way of trying to trick me into buying more of these
More Doctor Who.
stickers. And honestly, I don't. Do you know anything about Doctor Who? No.
I
mean,
don't. I kind of feel like this whole box is Doctor Who.
Yeah, and Doctor Who gives
It's
a
all
shit.
doctors.
and
They're
if-
all doctors, except for the Flash, the little Flash pen. I don't know why he would be in there, but
Yeah, why
honestly,
would Flash
you've got
be in
Doctor
there?
Strange,
Okay, let's
you
see what
got
the shirt
Doctor
is.
Who, and wow,
and another Flash.
So
What could be the theme then?
I think showing your dick off in a what's his symbol there? A telephone booth. Is that what
Oh
Doctor Who
yeah,
does?
the police call booth.
Flashing your dick in a call booth. I think is what this.
Flashing your dick in a call
for
booth.
500 years.
For 500 years of flashing your dick really fast
Yeah, in
in a call
Sure, maybe there's
in a
that.
call booth.
So okay, the Doctor Strange lunchbox is probably the nicest thing there.
Yeah.
Actually, I dig the T-shirt. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. This
You
T-shirt
know,
is
give
nice.
give it a wash or
And-
two. I
Sure.
mean,
and it's pretty. It feels like it's pretty good quality too. It's pretty thick.
Is there a label in it? Does it say, "Oh, that's a Hanes"?
No.
Oh wow, so it's classy, label
Yeah.
free.
Is
it's
That's what Michael
tagless?
Jordan
Is it
likes. Is
tagless
label
as
free.
well?
Yeah.
nice.
DC Comics, DC Originals.
So it's like a really made by them. This is
Yeah.
not some knockoff.
It's not just
no.
a Hanes
Garbage.
Authorized
T-shirt that
DC
they printed.
stuff. That is
Okay, so that's a
Time
nice
Warner
box. Give it-
products right there.
Honestly,
right
I'm-
there.
Yeah.
There's Disney. You got everybody. In
I will
there.
wear this shirt, but the rest of the stuff is
Even you're not gonna use that Doctor Strange lunchbox. I mean, that's
where
pretty
where
cool.
does one take a lunchbox?
to work?
You know
This-
what?
this is my work.
Excuse me. You know what? It'd be
Yeah.
perfect for putting your toys when
That's
when you're
true.
going to transport them to whoever friend's house you're having the sleepover at. So you can put Andre and Big John Studd in there along with Bobby the Brain Heenan and Mr. Perfect. Perfect little box for them.
You're right, man. Let's rip through this one here also.
Oh,
this is Wrestle Crate, January, February, which they finally got to me in March after they apologized for going off the rails months ago. So let's see what we got. We've got, it looks like a lot of shirts. We've got a lot of shirts.
Wow.
Okay, that's okay. Maybe they're good, but maybe they're the quality shirts that they used to be.
You know, 2 shirts, 2 months. It says January, February
This-
on there.
there's
So this is
3.
like 2. Oh, okay.
So like
And
three.
so two T-shirt, one for each month, and what is that?
Okay, so this is a
Oh, that's
Trump-themed
awesome.
bottle whole cold cooler called Make Wrestling Great Again.
Oh, funny.
So like when you're beating the shit out of your wife.
Oh my god.
Well, not the shit out of her, because like, well, if she's gonna clean it up, fine.
Oh my god.
Okay, Headlocked, a single step, a book, an illustrated serial drama about a little boy who loves wrestling. So, oh man,
Is it a book about you?
you're like, I don't know if you're familiar with the term homoerotic, but this book is
Wow.
it's okay. What else we got? We've got a we got a guy getting all mad.
Is that a coaster?
I think it's a magnet.
A magnet.
Oh.
It's like
We
a
have-
refrigerator
Yeah,
magnet.
it's a
Or
magnet.
something.
It's stuck to the metal pole. So
Can you
just
yeah.
like my daughter in the future. Okay, what else we got? We got some type of poster. Okay, look, I've explained to people on the air before. This is 2017. Nobody in their right mind puts posters up that have folds in them. Like, figure out some way of rolling it up and sending it out, because I don't care what this is. This could be like a picture of me slam dunking on the side of the Grand Canyon, and I got like the biggest boner you've ever seen in your life, and I'm just proud. If it has folds in it, I'm not putting it up. So let's see what they think I'm going to put up with folds in it. A
The periodic table
Table
of
of
wrestling.
wrestling.
Oh shit! Pull out the wild card right there. You didn't think it would
you might
be
put that up,
wrestling?
huh?
That might make it up.
look,
It
I
might
don't know.
make it up.
I don't know, man. It is pretty nice.
It
That may
is.
you know what?
We'll see on the other side of the commercial break.
Okay. I guess
I don't want to talk about
Is
it.
that it?
Look, I don't want to talk about it. That's
How
better
about-
than I
how
thought
about
it was
the
gonna be.
t-shirts?
These
You
shirts. What do we got?
Let's take a look.
This says, okay, just tell me what it says. I don't know.
Okay. Keep calm and kayfabe on.
No. What else do we got?
Kayfabe?
We got kayfabe. I mean, that just means like pretend that the business is fake, and that's like 1990. So, no. What is this one say?
Glorious.
Glorious.
Or
Fucking
glorious.
man.
That T-shirt may have to be kept.
Hey, Ted. I am glorious. This is what he calls me because he thinks I'm just like this wrestler. That's hilarious. Okay, well, what else we got on here? So I got a shirt I will actually wear.
Yeah, that you will cut the sleeves off of and wear.
That's true.
There it is.
Lastly, what do we got?
That one says
Headlocked.
Headlocked.
Four-color Fight Club comic, 2008.
This is what they've given me to apologize for their terrible service, right? Because they're saying that this is like the January shirt, that's the February shirt, and things like went
the
off the
Mar-
rails.
Well,
in March.
you don't actually. That's the thing. They put it in a way that you don't know which one's actually. Oh, you know what? It's got to be Headlocked right there. It goes with the book.
Yeah.
So that is this is no.
Oh,
This is part of the
shit.
month. That's one of the monthly ones because that book would have come with the month.
Okay, so our old studio was on Santa Monica Boulevard. If anybody had read that book and I'd walked down the street, they would know that I was in for some dirty, shameful action. It's like we're off Santa Monica, and no one's probably ever read the homoerotic wrestling book,
Headlocked, a single step.
I mean, this guy is like, they're holding, the thumbs are going like, it's just, oh! Is all it says on one page as a man holds another man down. This isn't what I like about wrestling. This is like real men who are like struggling against each other. I do like this flamboyant character. Fuck, I'm wearing a cape. I got a bandana. What the fuck are these chops, man? You know, is that the signs of like somebody who wants to watch, you know, real life sad wrestling? Here's what I know. Okay, what do you think the best thing was here, family?
Out of both boxes,
Yeah.
or I'd have to go with. Let me see. Let me just take.
You know what?
a
It's funny you look at
survey.
the box like that because he gets another one where the box actually turns it. They make it so that you fold it into something else.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
kind of cool. Or it becomes a set for the toys that you came with. This doesn't have that. But what do you got?
My favorite thing would be the periodic table, man. I actually
Maybe.
I actually think that's pretty cool.
Maybe.
I want to
like-
see whose names are there. In
Yeah, I
regards to
wanna-
the periodic
I'm kinda
table.
curious to
I
see
want
that
to see where
also.
Hulk. You know what? It's something we can look at over the break.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Okay,
We
so
gotta
we're gonna look
go.
at this over the break.
Yeah, with
guys.
the folds and all, I still think it's the
worth
coolest
reading,
thing.
but, okay,
Sure.
H for Hulk,
Yes.
NB for Flair, Nature Boy for
Nature
Flair.
Boy, Ric
Nature Boy.
Flair.
Wow.
A for
Where
Andre,
A for Andre.
Giant.
Yeah, that's cool.
What do I got for B? Is there
For okay,
like Big John Stud?
okay, we're gonna have to find the
B is over there in purple,
The B is in purple.
under the fold. I see it right there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You see it? Up, up, up.
I'm making
Right there.
look
No,
too hard.
right there.
Oh yeah, BB. Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
Yeah,
For the
'cause this
BB,
is actually
sure.
pretty nice.
It's very cool.
I mean, I'm not. Oh man, I like this. You guys
Put it up.
You did
Put
a pretty
it up.
decent job.
We'll be back.
All right.
Crazy woman in the night you killed. Took my seed from my shaking frame. From behind, yeah, a brand new flame. And the wheels stay on top. And I to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. I fell to that nightmare. Got your hair combed. I can tell you my love for you will still be strong after the poison sun.
I start. Hi, I'm Moxie.
And I'm Nicole, and we're the ladies of Suicide Girls Radio, the world's leading BYOB radio show. Pour a glass of your favorite tipple and tune in on Wednesday nights between 8 and 9 p.m. as we discuss life, liberty, and the pursuit of free nipples. Oh, just flash it would be kind of funny, wouldn't it? People think flashing your tits is easy, right? And it's actually kind of hard.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. I had a chance during the break to actually look at some of this Headlocked book, and it is not homoerotic at all. It is very heteroerotic. Like, there's this dude here is laying back. He's got a drink, and he's got this chick dancing for him.
He's in his wrestling undershorts.
I know, man, hot, right? So that's not homo.
It's a stripper right there.
Yeah, he's at a
Yeah.
strip club. I mean, he's got like this girl's dancing. You can see a little bit of her butt, and then clearly she's taking her top off here. So this is not homoerotic at all. And hey, look, I know it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be the hardest thing I ever had to do, but I just need to know how to start. And that gives you, probably motivation now to go out and pick up Headlocked, a single step. Definitely not a homoerotic comic book. Hello, Finley. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
All right.
Happy to be here.
Thank you for being here. So we here on Grand Theft Audio, we wrap up the show every week the same way. We start. We look around at these crazy holidays. Like people don't know it, but March is National Frozen Food Month. So if you
What?
I know. So
National Frozen Food Month.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Why does there need to be a frozen food month?
Sure, Brent, explain.
All
this to me.
right. What happens is in March they're replacing all of the frozen food that is in the frozen food section. So if they're putting in the fresh stuff, this is the stuff that was supposed to get you through winter. Now you've got this new summer restock that comes in. And
I'm sorry. So are you telling me that they only replace frozen food once a year?
They do it.
So there's 12 big departments at a grocery store, and each one is like focused on differently. So there's like a fresh food, there's like a canned vegetables. I mean, literally, like every month has its own thing.
And in the summer, you start to see a lot more fruit.
Everything's
it's like,
discounted.
hey, discounted fruit, and look, because it's all in season, you got to sell it while
Canned
you can,
fruit.
right?
So like the whole thing, like there's just a cycle. But anyways, the cheapest time to buy food frozen food is in March. And they do this, it's just National Frozen Food Month. And you go to the grocery store, you walk down the frozen food aisle right now, and things are very, very cheap in the frozen food aisle. It's just like this thing they do. So
And
March,
why do you guys know so much about grocery shopping and
that's how I started. Like why are these holidays like
and supermarkets and
Because look, here's a list of things we got going on. Okay, today's March 15th. Like yesterday, Brent. I don't know, man. I don't want to bring up something bad, but we're 364 days away now from the best holiday. Did you get to celebrate?
Wait, we are 360.
We're one day after the best holiday of the year, so it's
No, this last year I did not get the opportunity to celebrate.
Get to celebrate.
No.
Yeah. Total drag, man. So long-term listeners know what we're talking about. Taking a blowjob day was yesterday.
Yeah.
And I apparently was not very good on Valentine's Day because I did not get celebration. I didn't. Hey, look, I understand that I had some other things to do, but there wasn't even like, hey, here's a steak-um and like, here's a
And an
video.
old-fashioned?
Nothing. Nothing. So like, I must have been terrible on Valentine's Day this year. Just, I feel bad about it. Okay, one of the things we have for March. March is Play the Recorder Month.
play the old school, the first instrument that everybody learns in elementary school.
Every parent's nightmare because they think it's so cute, and then they forget when you get home, all the kids are doing are just blowing high pitched whistles.
Mary had a little lamb.
Very well, and not very well.
I was a gangster at Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Whoa!
Yeah, still remember it.
He's got the music in him. I mean, honestly, you didn't even need an actual recorder. But we did record that.
Okay.
So that's what we got going on.
Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Yeah, I did not know that was happening. This is also Eye Wellness Month. When's the last time you had your eyes checked out?
Oh, you know what? I was just thinking about that. You know, I have never. Oh, well, I mean, I've had eye. The last time I had an eye exam, I probably was in high school, like or middle school, when like they come out and like do it for everybody. You know, like I've never.
So you feel your eyesight is perfect?
My eyesight is pretty perfect. I've never had to wear glasses, never contacts, nothing.
Brent says you're very lucky.
Very lucky.
Well, but people tell me I should still get my eyes checked, but I'm like, I can see just fine. Like what?
I agree.
What am
I'm
I
not getting my eyes checked until something gets blurry to me someplace. Like
well, you should recognize if you actually start to feel yourself straining to read, then that's a sign that maybe just reading glasses, something that magnifies.
That's what a man who has glasses says.
No. I'm saying honestly,
you may.
I've gone through when my when I have to get changed because of the glasses, when I start to feel myself squinting and I start to feel it like the muscles get tense for a couple of days, I sit there and realize, okay, something's happened to my vision and I need to go get it checked. Like right now, I've been pretty lucky. It's been pretty stable for the last
sometimes
4 years.
If I'm on a computer for a really long time,
that'll do it too.
I feel like, my eyes may be tired, but I don't think that they're like.
When was the last time you got your eyes checked?
Probably the same time, man. Like when you sit there in 5th grade and
a
they put
decade
up like
or at least, right?
Or like they do like the sound. The are you deaf test at the same time? You know,
that was the last time I got my eyes checked.
Sure.
Also,
I mean, because unless something goes wrong, I mean, who's really gonna think about it?
Okay, so we got eye wellness, we got frozen food.
Today's the kickoff of World Rattlesnake Roundup Week.
World Rattlesnake Roundup. That is definitely a tongue twister.
Sure.
What is the point of that? Like, are we supposed to be going out and catching rattlesnakes? Is that what they're saying?
Okay, so where are you from?
I'm from Miami, Florida.
Miami must not be a big rattlesnake place.
No, they're more like gators. You know.
Sure, that doesn't sound good. Did they have a gator roundup day?
I've never. I didn't. If they do, I don't know about it.
Sure, I would imagine if you live someplace where there's some type of oppressive beasts that live around you, like catching them and killing them was probably a damn good plan. Because I don't want to be around rattlesnakes.
But I'm not messing with rattlesnakes or alligators.
No. Well, what would be the most ferocious animal you would be willing to hunker down with? Penguin? Would you fight
a penguin
for dinner or something?
A penguin, yeah, a penguin. I'll definitely challenge. But you know what? Even a penguin.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't know that much about penguins.
No.
Like, it needs to be something that I'm really familiar with. Like, I'm familiar with dogs.
So you'd fight a dog for dinner?
I don't know if I'd fight him. I don't know if I'd fight him to eat him.
No.
I'd fight him over some dinner. Yeah.
Or he gets like.
Yeah, at least a dog. I know the worst a dog could do is bite me. I don't know what a penguin. I don't know. Penguin might have a trick up its sleeve that I don't know about.
Sure, man.
Yeah,
they're slippery little fellas.
Yeah,
you know, and you don't know where your fight zone's going to be.
I have
you could wind up having to fight it in the water where it's like it flies like a bird in the sky does. It's just crazy.
Penguins could be one of those animals that appear to be slow, but who knows? They might just jab me, and you know.
Sure. I have no idea how a penguin would come at me.
Yeah.
Especially if it was hungry too.
Exactly.
Like, 'cause I have to imagine that if it's in a fighting situation, it's been like
and penguins have got to be the toughest animals, right? I mean, because they live in the most freezing climate ever. So, like, you know, If I'm from Miami, if it gets lower than 70 degrees, I'm a bitch.
What are the warm weather penguins?
I don't know.
There are the ones in South,
Madagascar.
Madagascar.
But is it warm?
No,
that's not warm.
Well,
right?
in parts of South America, like along the coast of, like, I think Argentina and Chile, they get a bunch of them. But that's where they migrate to for, you know.
Well, I hope they don't leave
for
from
feeding.
there and go to Miami. And
yeah,
this becomes a problem.
And then it becomes a problem, and
sure.
just start getting attacked by penguins.
Anything, man. Like, but hopefully not penguins. This is also National Button Week. Do you have a favorite button? Like I just got a button.
Like that flash button.
I just got a flash button. Yeah. Have you ever had one you're like, oh yeah, this one's.
I mean, I guess I used to love though. I mean, when former now President Obama had the Obama buttons. I used to have them on my backpack, and you know,
that's pretty nice.
That probably was the last time I wore a pin.
Probably my favorite one I've worn recently was a Special Olympics volunteer button.
Oh, okay.
Man, I ripped it off this guy and I ran down the street like, ah! No, I didn't do that. Brett, do you have a favorite?
No, but I've always been more of a pin guy. And you gave me this for my birthday, and I want to show it off because I really dug this when you got it for me. Let's see if I can.
What is that?
It's from a television show called Rick and Morty. It's this awesome cartoon, Dan Harmon, Community.
I've never heard of that.
Incredible show. And yeah, you're right. I did get that for you. Okay, today's the 15th. So today we are celebrating 15. That's right after 14. Brain Injury Awareness Day.
What the hell?
Yeah. Are you aware that people get injured in the brain?
I am.
Then we did it.
Brain Injury Awareness Day.
It's also Buzzards Day.
Buzzards are birds, right?
Buzzards are birds.
Yeah.
I think that they are like the brother of the vulture. They'll eat at the remains of things. And
wow.
I remember there was a cartoon buzzard that scared me when I was a little boy.
I'm learning so much today.
What were Heckle and Jekyll?
Heckle and Jekyll were magpies.
Were they?
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if they were crows, possibly. No, the crows don't have the orange beaks. I always try to remember what those.
Yeah, crows are all black.
Boy, those were some jerk birds. Do you remember Heckle and Jekyll?
I know the names, but I don't remember. I feel like I do know the cartoon. That's a cartoon,
was a series,
right?
Yeah, just jerk birds. Like Woody Woodpecker is the worst. I mean, if you had to deal with like a real life character,
like Woody Woodpecker.
Oh, jeez. Man.
Yeah, I used to love watching Woody Woodpecker. Yeah, I used to watch
a jerk though.
Is that's
yes?
I used to love that cartoon back in the day.
He's just the meanest though. And but these two birds were part of the same company.
Oh, and speaking of that, it reminded me. I used to watch that. Speaking of penguins.
Yes.
Willie.
You don't want to fight Chili Willy.
Yeah, no. Chili Willy the penguin.
Yeah.
True. Yes.
It didn't matter what you did to that guy. He was going to make it there. This is also the Ides of March. Do you know what the Ides of March is?
The Ides of March. Beware the Ides of March.
Why should we beware it?
Brett,
do you know why we should beware the Ides of March?
No, and I don't. I think it's Shakespeare.
I believe it's what the day that they took down Caesar.
No, you're right.
Yes.
Okay, that's right.
Julius Caesar.
The Ides of March is when he was murdered by his best friend.
Et tu, motherfucker!
Et tu, Brute!
It is Brutus Day.
That's probably why.
So those two things go together.
Go
man.
together.
Um,
Not Brutus from. No, I'm thinking of Popeye.
Okay, well,
Bruno.
No, that was the thing. There was
Brutus.
Brutus and Bluto. You had both of them.
Bluto. Oh, okay.
total
Bluto.
same character. They just gave different names.
Yep.
Why?
Just the way it was.
There must have been like some international guy who was like Emperor Bruto. Oh, like they tried to have some. Everybody hate him for some reason. Okay, we got a couple more. This is International Day of Action Against Canadian Seal Slaughter. You fuckers who are messing up Canadian seals.
What does that spell out? Give me those letters again.
I love cock. I love cock.
Wow, that came out.
No. International Day of Action Against Canadian Seal Slaughter. IDAX. I don't know what that is. Okay, don't kill Canadian seals. Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
Okay, we are not going to kill
We shake
Canadian
on it.
seals.
Yeah. Today I will not kill a Canadian seal.
Never.
Never again.
Today or
Alaskan.
Never forget.
I may, if I can squint and think he's like a Washington seal,
then he might be in danger. He might be in danger.
He may die. Okay, Kick Butts Day. So stop smoking. Have you ever been a smoker?
Never. I never really got into smoking.
Yeah,
I just never did. It just was never my thing. I don't know. I tried it before, but it just wasn't. It never stuck.
Sure. I did 20 years at least 2 packs a day. I'm
Wow.
coming up on my 2-year quitting anniversary. Really quick and soon. So 2 years without a cigarette.
Awesome, man. That's
excited.
great.
Thanks,
That's
man.
great.
It's the only good thing I've ever done. Okay, 3 more things. National Shoe the World Day. I guess we should give shoes to people who don't have shoes. Look, we live in Los Angeles, where there's very little people who don't have shoes.
Yep.
But around the world, man, there are people who just don't have shoes.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I guess Tom's is a good company.
Yeah. I thought Shoe the World Day was more like, like get away
outta
from me.
here.
Like shoe.
The bums
Yes,
rush.
yeah, like get away from me.
Sure.
Yeah.
That sounds like something I could totally get
Yeah,
behind.
I can get
Celebrate.
behind that one.
Yeah, get out of here, you bum.
Get away from me.
Get out of here, you bum. Okay, it's also Absolutely Incredible Kid Day. Do you know any absolutely incredible kids?
I sure do.
You do.
I'm very lucky. His name is Charles Gladhart. Call him Charlie.
And he was at my birthday party this weekend.
He was at the birthday
I'm glad we
party
had a
this
chance to
weekend.
see
And
him.
actually, he was one of our co-hosts in front of the green screen several weeks back. So he would like to do that again. So we'll see what happens.
Lastly, today is True Confession Day.
True confession.
Do you have anything that you can confess that you never said publicly?
Man, what could I say? Well, I kind of said earlier. I mean, I guess it was already kind of public that I'm a straight man that enjoys musical. That enjoys a good musical.
Sure.
That could be embarrassing. What do I have a confession? How about can you go? Do you have
a
something?
confession? Man,
Brant,
I'm
maybe?
a terrible person. Brett, you have one?
No, I haven't gotten to that step. So.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
because since we're celebrating anniversaries, I got my 1-year chip for
Congrats,
being
man.
sober.
Congrats.
Oh,
I have not enjoyed alcohol in over a year actually. Now,
Oh, wow.
This is a couple days past, so I can say that in over a year. That's one of those lines we get to start using once we've got that year. It's been over a year since I quit.
Yeah.
So
Congrats.
anyway,
man.
yeah, thank you.
That's quite an accomplishment.
Sure.
True confession. What will I say? I did one thing to my brother that he never knew that I did, and if he watches it right now, he would learn that the terrible truth. That one time we were fighting, and you were outside. I'd locked you outside, so I went into your bedroom, and I wiped my butthole all over your pillowcase, man. It was a sweaty, August day,
Oh
dripping
my
wet,
God.
And I went and I left it on your pillow, and I know you didn't wash that pillowcase for I don't think you ever washed that pillowcase. I think you eventually had it thrown away someday when you weren't looking, but you slept with my ass
my ass sweat.
forever. So that's my
Yeah.
confession, man.
Yeah, I've I didn't even consider anything because I grew up with I had an older sister and we used to fight all the time, and I used to do terrible stuff like that all the time to her. Like I would take her toothbrush and scrape it in the toilet and then put it right back.
They deserved it probably.
She probably brushed her teeth with
Hilarious.
poop residue for a week.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, look, I know we have to wrap this up right now, okay? And I don't want to tell you the worst story you're going to hear all day, but I debated all day whether I'm going to tell this story, and
Tell
now
it.
I've decided this is true confession day, okay?
Yes.
So this is it. Well, we were going to say goodbye, and we're going to wrap it up on the other side because there's not going to be anything to even really talk about afterwards. Brent, you want to say goodbye?
Yes.
So this is it. Well, we were going to say goodbye, and we're going to wrap it up on the other side because there's not going to be anything to even really talk about afterwards. Brent, you want to say goodbye?
Yeah. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week.
All right. Finley, one more time, how can
And
people
thank
find
you,
you?
Finley, for
Thanks for being here, man.
Thanks,
This
man. I
has been
really
so much
enjoyed
fun.
it.
Yeah, you bounced
Please
around
bring
a
me
lot.
back.
I would love
Bring
to
me
have you
back.
back on.
You can follow me on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Finley is funny. That's FINLEY is funny.
Well, I appreciate you coming here.
And hashtag bald, bearded, and black. And I'm also, remember guys, do not steal it. I'm also going to get bald, unbearded, and black.
Yeah.
Or maybe I should get bald, clean shaven, and black.
You should
I don't
probably
know.
do like a couple
Like
variations
a
of
couple versions of it. Maybe bald, goatee, and black. Just
Oh,
have
there you
everything covered.
it. Sure.
Bald,
Fu
mustached,
Manchu.
and black.
Sure. Anything. That
All
works.
right.
Okay, so here it is, guys, and I hope you come back after the story because this is terrible. Okay, this is literally a confession. Okay, this is awful. So, for the last couple of days, I have not been feeling very good. I've thrown up a couple of times, and I've had to take naps, and like I knew what the problem I'm pretty sure was. Okay, I've had my first real bout of constipation. Terrible. Okay, look, I don't want to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this because I'm a terrible person. But I had like a poop that was stuck at the door. Just like wouldn't leave, you know. So I took like these two fingers here and I put them like around my butthole, and I kind of like
I shook this guy's
I tried to
hand today.
push it out from the inside, and it would just like. See, so like, oh, get in there, man! Get the fuck out! I just kept going back in, and look, it's been going on for days. So literally today, I reached in my butthole and I pulled the cork poop out, like that had dried out near the end, and then afterwards, I just pooped like wonderful. It was great. I'm great. This hand has never been cleaner. Like, you don't know the process I did to clean these fingers. Like, it was
Soaked it in bleach.
I did every reasonable thing I could think of, and then some unreasonable things to make sure that it is clean as possible. So my hand is clean. But if you look, I never thought it would really work to actually reach in and grab a poop, and like you feel it kind of sucking out of you, like. And then once it left, man, it was great. Like, the only thing I'm sad about is I didn't do it days ago. So if you're sitting there
It
debating,
took this long to get to that point where you got that level of relief.
yes,
I think that's what it is. Like
Yes.
even if you done it a couple days ago, you wouldn't.
10 days.
You would not. If it happened 4 days ago, you wouldn't have
Yes.
even brought it up on the air.
Right.
But after 10 days, yeah,
10
a
days,
10-day-old
man.
shit that just wouldn't come out.
It-
Boom.
It wouldn't come out, and then I left. I left many Kevins, which is an inside joke with me and my wife. But it's the 15th. That motherfucker's gone. Okay, bye everybody.
All right.
You guys have a good one.